What's up YouTube, and welcome to The Walking Dead Season 7 Episode 1. This is the premiere review of The Walking Dead. So, yep, DOS deaths we got. Well, they did warn us that there would be quite a lot of death in this first episode. And I was a bit disappointed for the first death because, you know what, I'm a huge fan of the comics. So I was hoping that they would have the same kind of storyline, because really that storyline works and it turns Maggie into a complete and utter badass. And well, they did kind of. Now, I was hoping that they would literally go straight into the kill from the start of the episode. But I guess they want to get us watching the whole thing, otherwise you get people just tuning in for the start and then finishing. But then again, why would you just do that? That's a bit odd. But there wasn't a lot to this episode, to be honest. It was just a resolution from the huge cliffhanger. Introduce us properly to Negan, who Jeffrey Dean Morgan has played a huge role in setting up this future storyline. So now they completely belong to Negan. They got to produce for him, just get all the supplies, or well, they're going to kill Daryl or chop him up piece by piece, which is pretty gross. And really, Glenn's death is due to Daryl trying to be a complete badass, which this time did not work for him one bit. But the whole bit with Rick and Negan when he's trying to tell him to get the axe, I thought was very odd. I thought it was weird that they just drove off and he drove him around and said that, go get my axe amongst all these zombies, and then he shot all the zombies to help him out. I didn't really understand what that was about. It was a bit odd, but the more Negan we got, the happier I was, because it's a very good and accurate portrayal of this character. Unlike the Governor. Now, David Morrissey did a great job as being the Governor, but it just wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't the comic book version at all. And Negan is just a great version. He's gruesome, he's a dick, he's fair, but he is just absolutely bloody and crazy and does what the hell he wants, which this portrayal is perfect. Now, Abraham should have died later on in the comics when they start making bullets to fight Negan in the all-out war storyline. So they've changed that completely. So Glenn obviously died the same way he died the same way in the comics. So we're going to meet Ezekiel, I expect, later on. We're going to meet them and the Kingdom probably, I would say, a couple of episodes on, I believe. And they're going to help them take on Negan. Now, Rick in the comics was pretty much like, we're going to kill him. We're going to kill him. And they already had a kind of idea of who they were before they got actually decimated. So I expect we're going to see a huge all-out war at the end of this season, which will be bloody awesome to see. But we're going to get a lot of Negan this time, lots of Negan this season, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan is just perfect. I mean, he expertly portrayed the comedian in Watchmen, who is of a similar crazy and vicious style and psyche. But this episode, it was very strong. I feel that they were just having this whole episode centre around just the two deaths, and there wasn't really much else happening, but you couldn't really have much else going on because there was just a group of people. So we're going to have Maggie be completely depressed moving forward, and I do think that this is going to be where she becomes, like in the comics, a complete and utter just solo kick-ass raw. So the war is coming. How they will deal with this, because they seem to be in a different psyche in the comics than they are in the show. So I expect them to slowly reel from this and then want to kill the fuck out of everyone. Obviously we've got the We've got Dwight, who is the burnt victim. I expect him is going to try and destroy Daryl as much as he can. He seems to be different in this than in the comics as well. And then we've got Simon, who is the right-hand man. And also, weirdly, in Westworld as well. Yeah. So that's it for this. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and please do comment. I'll see you soon.